Let's give a big Texas welcome to the beautiful country superstar, Tanya Tucker.
Landlord notified me I was late with the rent. What can you do when your last dollar spent? You got trouble, some kind of trouble. I called up my baby for a little advice, 'cause my sugar baby always treats me so nice. I had a funny feeling that he wasn't alone when I heard another voice whisper, hang up the phone. I got trouble, some kind of trouble. Trouble in my heart, trouble on my mind. There's never any trouble for me to find. Some kind of trouble. Said I need a little time to work on this poor broken heart of mine. He said, I'd like to help you, I've been there before. The problem is, girl, you don't work here no more. You got trouble, some kind of trouble. Trouble in my heart, trouble on my mind. There's never any trouble for me to some kind of trouble. We got trouble. I was down around as low as a body can be, so I talked to my preacher about praying for me. He smiled and he said, child, you're not alone, 'cause all of God's children got to deal with their own kind of trouble, some kind of trouble. Trouble in my heart, trouble on my mind. There's never any trouble for me to find. Some kind of trouble. That's my middle name. A trouble in my heart, a trouble on my mind. There's never any trouble, too hard to find. And trouble, we got trouble. Some kind of
I'm glad you're back in Texas. I told you I'd be back. Oh, that's the first time. Woo! Slippery fingers.
You never gave me back the love I gave to you. You just gave me half your heart, and that half wasn't true. So I leave you with a promise from a heart that's hurting now. Someday you'll find out that you can't escape my love. come back as another woman, one with all the secrets to your heart. I've come back as another woman. I'll be the one you burn for, that you reach for in the dark. I'll be the one who breaks your devil heart. Someday you'll wake up with your arms around your dream. The love that she will make to you will be too good to believe. You'll say I love you, and for once it will be true. You fall too fast to realize who you're talking to. You'll give your heart, your soul, she'll be your only one. You'll be hers completely, there'll be no way you can run. And with a smile she'll break your loving heart in two. And maybe you recall the one who said these words to you. I've come back as another woman, one with all the secrets to your heart. I've come back as another woman. I'll be the one you burn for, that you reach for in the dark. I'll be the one who breaks your devil heart. You'll hear the echo of my promise, how you laughed and how I cried. The one you finally give your heart to will leave you crying in the night. I've come back as another woman, one with all the secrets to your heart. Well, I've come back as another woman. I'll be the one you burn for, that you reach for in the dark. I'll be the one who breaks your devil heart. Yeah. I've come back as another woman. Maybe Rockdale Wells. I've come back as another woman. Oh, you got a devil heart. I've come back as another woman. I'll be back for you, boy. Thank you. Woo. What a crowd. We can always expect this at Billy Bob's. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you for coming. The old crowd's still here, yeah. The old gang's here. Thank you for coming tonight at our special taping here. We hope you have a great time. Boy, am I a klutz or what? That's the first time I've ever dropped the microphone in my whole life. I mean, I usually hang on to that son of a gun, I'll tell you what. Woo! There's something on my hand, maybe slide out. It's all that lotion, I guess. But anyway, oh, it's great to see y'all. It's great to be back in my home state of Texas. And there's somebody here tonight. Well, she's pretty close to me. And the girl needs a little advice, boys. Help me out. Somebody ought to tell that girl she's living in a dreamer's world. That boy is gone can be, but it won't be me. No, it won't be me. Somebody ought to set her straight. She ought to give up the way. He'll never give up being free, but it won't be me. No, it won't be me. To see her fall apart, I would be more than I could bear. 'Cause I'm just too close to that girl in the mirror there. Somebody ought to let her know she's got to let him go. It's time to face reality, but it won't be me. No, it won't be me. All right, boys, who's it gonna be? To see her fall apart, I would be more than I could bear. 'Cause I'm just too close to that girl in the mirror there. Somebody ought to let her know she's got to let him go. It's time to face reality, but it won't be me. No, it won't be me. Well, it won't be tea. No, it won't be.
Thank you, Texas, for all the great, all the number one records you've given me. Thanks a lot. You've given me quite a few, probably more than we can do in this set. This is one of my very favorite songs that I've recorded, and I hope it's one of yours too.
There's a tree out in the backyard that never has been broken by the wind. And the reason it's still standing, it was strong enough to bend. For years we have stayed together as lovers and as friends. What we have will last forever if we're strong enough to bend. When you say something that you can't take back, a big wind blows and you hear a little crack. When you say, hey, well, I might be wrong, we can sway with the wind till the storm is gone. Like a tree out in the backyard that never has been broken by the wind. Our love will last forever if we're strong enough to bend. Start thinking that you know it all, a big wind blows and a branch will fall. When you say, hey, this job takes two, we can sway with the wind till the skies turn blue. Like a tree out in the backyard we're strong long enough to bend. Our love will last forever if we're strong long enough to bend.
Thank you. Aha. Let's get ready to do the San Antonio Stroll.
When I was a child down in South Carolina, soon as Saturday sun went on down, my folks and sister would go and leave me home all alone, going to that big square dance in town. Well, my old radio would play that old opera show, so I never got lonesome or blue. I'd fall asleep in my chair and dream that I was right there, just a singing the whole night through. When my folks would come home, they'd be humming a song. Mom would smile and say, "Child, don't you know there ain't a thing in this world to make you fall in love, girl, like the San Antonio Stroll." The day finally come when my mama said, "Hun, it's about time you came with us as well." Well, I had me a time, yes, I danced all the night till they rang that old crack midnight bell. Then the lights went down low, the fiddler picked up his bow, and he played something stately and slow. And my sister Eileen and her husband to be, they held hands and began to stroll. I've been away for a while, but it still brings a smile when I think of the way that it goes. Now I sing it to you just so we both can do that old San Antonio Stroll. Now I'll sing it to you just so we all can do that old San Antonio Stroll. San Antonio.
We want to thank y'all for hanging in with me for all these years. Woo.
Said goodbye on Tuesday. I figured I would see you by the weekend. I either didn't hear you right, or maybe this old heart just didn't listen. So I'm writing you this letter I may never send, wondering if you're wondering how I've been. Well, it's lonely, but I'm hanging in. I'm hanging out till I'm with you again, running out of reasons to be strong. day. Tomorrow it's a week that I've been without you. I haven't gone to work yet. I couldn't do a thing but think about you. But I know that I can make it through whatever comes, as long as there is still a chance to save our love. Well, it's lonely, but I'm hanging in. I'm hanging out till I'm with you again, running out of reasons to be strong. Hanging in and hanging out and hanging on. Let's hang out together, boys. Strong, hanging in and hanging out and hanging on, kind of like old George Jones. I keep hanging in and hanging out and hanging on. Hang in there, baby. We're going to take you back now, again, to a song that I recorded when I was about 16, and just a few short years ago. Oh, first time I ever made a record in Los Angeles. Up until that point, I had always made my records in Nashville, and you talk about culture shock. Whew. All I had was musicians reading the notes, and I didn't know about that. But we had two big #1 records, and this is one of them. See if you remember this one. He came riding in on the sunrise on a hot West Texas day. A fancy man in a painted wagon with some fancy things to say. Looks like you folks need some water. Well, water is my game. And for the small price of $100, I bet you I can make it rain. Step back, non-believers, or the rain will never come. Someone start that fire burning. Somebody beat the drum. Is it some may think I'm crazy for making all these claims? But I swear before this day is over, you folks are gonna see some rain. They all just stood there staring, trying to believe. But there was one named Lizzie Cooper who said you are a lying cheat. She said you call yourself a rain man, well you ought to be ashamed for starting all these people dreaming of thinking you can make it rain. Step back, non-believers, or the rain will never come. Someone keep that fire burning. Somebody beat the drum. Is it some may think I'm crazy for making all these claims? But I swear before this day is over, you folks are gonna see some rain. Hey, Lizzie, well, a man's got to have a dream. And if you can't walk on the inside with me, I'll meet you in between. Oh, come with me, Lizzie. and the stars will write your name. And if you still think I'm lying to you, look yonder, there comes the rain. Step back, non-believers, or the rain will never come. Someone keep that fire burning, or somebody beat the drum. Is it some they think I'm crazy for making all these claims? But I swear before this day is over, you folks are gonna see some rain. Step back, non-believers, or the rain will never come. Someone keep that fire burning, or somebody beat the drum. Is it some they think I'm crazy for making all these claims? But I swear before this day is over, you folks are gonna see some rain. I swear before this day is over, you folks are gonna see some rain. Hey, let it rain. Hey, Lizzie. He told you he could make it rain.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. We're going to take you back to the very beginning of my career. Oh, if you can hang out that long, we got it made, I tell you. It took a lot of years to get here, but there's always a new challenge, and every corner, every mile we go, there's another challenge. And wow, Billy Bob's has always been there. Since about 1981, I think, was the first time I did my first show here. So here we are. And back in 1972, when I had my first hit record, I never would have dreamed that I would be playing here someday. So, well, actually, it was a dream. It was a dream. I never did think it would come true, but if there's one bad thing about having a big hit record like Delta Dawn the first time out, so to all the eyes of Nashville, they're on you going, well, what you gonna come up with now? How you gonna follow that? Well, we followed it all right, and kept following it. And cough drop, put a little between your cheek and gum and get that real tobacco flavor. See if you remember some of these old songs. They're my very first #1 records. Okay. For you old timers out there like me, we hope they bring back good memories for you. And for you youngsters out there, you'll be hearing something new. You just caught the Jamestown Ferry. It's not a hot day in January, like he said it'd be if he ever left me. A case of gum was all he carried as he got on the Jamestown Ferry, and he said that gone was all he'd ever be. I didn't think that he'd leave me after saying how much he needs me, but the fact still remains, I'm sitting here all alone, missing the loving of my baby. Lord, it's about to drive me crazy. He was the sweetest piece of heaven I've ever known. He just caught the Jamestown Ferry. It's not a hot day in January, like he said it'd be
if he ever left for me. A case of gone was all he carried as he got on the Jamestown Ferry. And he said that gone was all he'd ever be. Yes, he said that gone was all he'd ever be. What's your mama's name, child? What's your mama's name? 30-some-odd years ago, a young man came to Memphis, asking about a rose that used to blossom in his world. People never took the time to mind the young man's questions, until one day they heard him ask a little green-eyed girl, "What's your mama's name, child? What's your mama's name? Does she ever talk about a place called New Orleans? Has she ever mentioned a man named Buford Wilson? What's your mama's name, child? What's your mama's name?" A year and some odd days ago, an old man died in Memphis, just another wayward soul the county had to claim. Inside the old man's ragged coat they found a faded letter. It said, "You have a daughter, and her eyes are Wilson green." What's your mama's name, child? What's your mama's name? Does she ever talk about a place called New Orleans? Has she ever mentioned a man named Buford Wilson? What's your mama's name, child? What's your mama's name? What's your mama's name, child? What's your mama's name? That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. Daddy said, "Now come, girl, we headed down the road to Augusta." And faintly through his clenched teeth he called Mama's name, then he cussed her. He said, "Girl, you're young, but some dude has come along and stole your mother. Oh, but you can't steal a willing mind, 'cause Mama's always looking for a lover." That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. We searched in every bar room and honky-tonk as well. And finally Daddy found them, and Lord, you know the rest is hard to tell. He sent me out to wait, but scared I looked back through the door. And Daddy left them both soaking up sawdust on the floor. That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. That Georgia sun was blood red.
You know, this next song was banned on a lot of radio stations. It was even banned at the Fort Worth Fat Stock Show and Rodeo. I played that rodeo one year, and I was allowed to sing any song but this one. But what I think people didn't understand is that David Allan Coe wrote this song, and he wrote it as wedding vows for his brother's wedding. It's kind of funny, you know, I can sing this song, but I can't say the words.
Would you lay with me in a field of stone if my needs were strong? Would you lay with me? Shouldn't my lips grow dry, would you wet them, dear, in the midnight hour if my lips were dry? Would you go away to another land, walk 1,000 miles through the burning sand, wipe the blood away from my dying hand if I give myself to you? Would you lay with me in a field of stone? Should my lips grow dry, would you wet them, dear? Will you bathe with me in the stream of life? Would you lay with me if my needs were strong? Would you lay with me?
Thank you for remembering. I want to sing a song about a pair of shoes that I have in several different colors.
I'm putting on my walking shoes tonight. I'm leaving here 'cause you don't treat me right. All you do is make me cry, so now I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna put on my walking shoes tonight. I'll be wearing my old traveling hat. And now, baby, what do you think of that? 'Cause all you do is treat me wrong. So honey, I'll be good as gone. I'll be wearing my old traveling hat. I'm the best thing, baby, that you ever had. And when you find that out, you're gonna feel so bad. You'll beg me, please, to come back home to you. But it's too late, I'm putting on my walking boots. Yeah. parasol or overcoat. I'm gonna put on my walking shoes tonight. I'm leaving here 'cause you don't treat me right. All you do is making me cry, so now I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna put on my walking shoes tonight. I'm gonna put on my walking shoes tonight. Oh, well, I'm gonna put on my walking shoes tonight. That's right.
Thank you. I just want to thank you for loving me like you used to.
They said your love life's in trouble in a magazine I read, when the one you love is hanging off of his side of the bed. Baby, you're just barely hanging on. Honey, I know you'll soon be gone, and I don't need my palm read to know what lies ahead. I can see you in the arms of another girl instead. Baby, this ain't the first time you've done it to me. Honey, it's gonna be the last time, and I know you think that I'll be going out of my mind. I'm crying you a river that winds and winds and winds. Oh, but baby, I'm down to my last teardrop this time. I don't care who or what you're doing, ain't gonna be no more billowing. Baby, this time I swear it's the truth. I ain't gonna cry no more for you. Now I know where I'm going, baby, I know where I'm bound. I've been rearranging chairs on a ship that's going down. Baby, just step aside if you would. Honey, it's really over for good, and you might want to talk to me, you might want to call, but you won't hear nothing out of tea at all. 'Cause baby, I ain't got nothing left to say. Honey, I'll just be on my way, and I know you think that I'll be going out of my mind. I'm crying you a river that winds and winds and winds. Oh, but baby, I'm down to my last teardrop. Baby, I'm down to my last teardrop this time.
What a crowd! Let's do it. This is off our last album, our 39th album. I thought that was pretty cool, 39 albums, until I found out George Jones has 260.
I can hear you smiling on the phone. I bet you thought that I'd be crying. Go on and tell yourself I done you wrong, but we both know you'll be lying. You don't have to have a A little simple word or a thought, or a birthday card I bought. Just surrender, 'cause you can't get away. You never can be free from a memory like I'm gonna be. That greener grass you think you see is just a high-heeled illusion. You better count the cost of being free. Is it worth all that you're losing? It may be over, but it's not ending. 'Cause there's one thing you're forgetting. You remember on some rainy day, little things we used to do, like that night in Baton Rouge. Just surrender, 'cause you can't get away. You never can be free from a memory like I'm gonna be. When it all comes back someday, don't be surprised on some lonely night. When you close your eyes, yeah. Oh baby, baby, baby. Just surrender, 'cause you can't get away. You never can be free from a memory like I'm gonna be. A memory like tea. Thanks for remembering me. I want to dedicate this song tonight to all the parents, all the moms and dads here and everywhere who have stuck it out, hung in there, stayed together because they loved each other. Not for the kids. This is for you. I also want to dedicate it to my mother and my dad that's back in Nashville tonight. My dad just got out of the hospital, and my mother was in the hospital not too long ago with a broken hip and just all kinds of things. But it really gets scary to think about losing the ones that you love the most and you know that love you more than anything. So I hope they know that I'm thinking about them tonight. This goes out to them. Hank and Teresa, goes out to you too, my friends. She's 15 and he's barely driving a car. She's got his ring and he's got the keys to her heart. It's just a matter of time. They'll spread their wings and fly like two sparrows in a hurricane, trying to find their way with a head full of dreams and faith that can move anything. They've heard it's all uphill, and all they know is how they feel. The world says they'll never make it, but love says they will. There's a baby crying and one more on the way. There's a wolf at the door with a big stack of bills they can't pay. The clouds are dark and the wind is high, but they can see the other side. Like two sparrows in a hurricane, trying to find their way, with a head full of dreams and faith that can move anything. They've heard it's all uphill, and all they know is how they feel. The world says they'll never make it, but love says they will. She's 83 and he's barely driving a car. She's got his ring and he's got the keys to her heart. It's just a matter of time, yeah. They'll spread their wings and fly like two sparrows in a hurricane, trying to find their way, with a head full of dreams and faith that can move anything. They've heard it's all uphill, but all they know is how they feel. The world says they'll never make it, but love says they will. And you know, I think they will. Are you ready to rock, boys? Well, I was up all night and wondered what to do, thinking that I ought to just forget about you, but it's a little too late. Well, it's a little too late. When you walked in, I should have walked out, but it's a little too late to do the right thing now. Well, the whole town told me you're a heartbreak king. Guess I ought to pay attention when they say those things, but it's a little too late. Well, it's a little too late. I know all my other buddies want to help me out, but it's a little too late to do the right thing now. Turn the jukebox up, throw some sawdust down. I'm too far gone to turn this heart around. I may be wrong, but I don't want out. But it's a little too late to do the right thing now. Turn the jukebox up, throw some sawdust down. I'm too far gone to turn this heart around. I may be wrong, but I don't want out. Well, it's a little too late to do the right thing now. It's never too late to do the right thing at Billy Bob's. How about a big round of applause for my band, ladies and gentlemen?
A lot of grunting up here.
I was up all night and wondering what to do. I'm thinking that I ought to just forget about you. But it's a little too late. Well, it's a little too late. When you walked in, I should have walked out. But it's a little too late to do the right thing now. I may be wrong, but I don't want out. Well, it's a little too late to do the right thing now.
In 1972 was the year that I had this song, and I was over at the Cadillac last night, and they played it, and it just brought me back in time, and brought back old memories, and just thinking about, wow, how lucky I was to have such a wonderful song, a true story, by the way, and how great it is to have fans and friends of my music like you. And you've been there a long time for me. And I want to thank you for all the years. I was probably a little hard to stick with sometimes, but I sure appreciate you doing it. And if you want to, tonight, we'd love to have you join us and sing this song with us. I've always said the more the merrier, ain't that right? Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Wrong song.
Delta dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And did I hear you say he was meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? She's 41 and her daddy still calls her baby. All the folks round Brownsville say she's crazy, 'cause she walks downtown with a suitcase in her hand, looking for a mysterious dark-haired man. In her younger days they called her Delta Dawn, prettiest woman you ever laid eyes on. Then a man of a low degree stood by her side, and he promised her he'd take her for his bride. Delta dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And did I hear you say he was meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? Delta dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by?
Can you sing it for me?